President Trump tweeting about those 3 American hostages being held in North Korea. Here it is. As everybody is aware, the past administration has long been asking for 3 hostages to be released from a North Korean labor camp, but to no avail. Well, stay tuned. Joining us now is the author of the great book, Nuclear Showdown, North Korea Against the World. Is that the right title, Gordon?
Takes on the world.
Takes on the world. Gordon Chang, welcome to the programme.
Thanks, Stuart.
Do you think we're going to see these 3 people released soon?
Yes, I think that we will. You know, the North Koreans have been making concessions even before they see President Trump. And they've been doing this now for the last 14 days, starting 2 Saturdays ago with the suspension of the missile and nuke tests. Yep. But even more so on last Friday, when Kim Jong-un, the North Korean ruler, talked to Moon Jae-in, the South Korean president, Kim Jong-un said something really startling. He said, I'm willing to give up my nukes as long as the U.S. will do 2 things. Pledge not to attack North Korea and sign a peace treaty to formally end the Korean War. I mean, if we had gotten there after 5 years of hard discussions, we would have think it's a great victory. Now, Kim might not be serious, but the point is Trump has forced him into saying things, and these create markers by which we can hold him to.
Here's what General Jack Keane, I believe he told you, Ashley, yesterday afternoon. General Jack Keane, 4-star retired general. He said, look, it's standard procedure for the North Koreans to take people, hostages, out of a labor camp, put them in a hotel, fatten them up, literally, release them, and tell them, don't you say a word about us and how nasty we are, because we know where your relatives are.
Sure, and these 3 are all Kims. They're all ethnic Koreans. The North Koreans can do that. So, you know, we've seen this in the past. Also, they bring them to Pyongyang because they want to have a really sort of televised moment. They can't do that out of some labor camp, which they don't want us to see. Right. So that's why they bring them to the North Korean capital. But you're right. They want to make them look much better than they were just a few weeks ago. Now,
there's one other issue here. I want to raise it with you. His name is David Snowden. Snitten, I'm sorry, David Snitten. Okay, tell me the story, please.
He was mysteriously disappeared in southwest China in 2004. People have said that he is in North Korea. One person has spotted him there. Not a reliable report, but nonetheless, that's the reporting. Also, his disappearance fits the pattern of North Korea taking foreigners because they need language instructors. So I think that our president, should get from Kim Jong-un a statement about whether they are holding David Snowden or not. Also, the Japanese abductees. Remember when President Trump met Shinzo Abe last month? And President Trump said something really startling, something very important. He said, I pledge to the Japanese people, I will get your abductees back. So there are a lot of people in North Korea that we want back, and I'm really happy to get 3 Americans, but that's not the full story.
But you won't get them back without strength from President Trump.
Absolutely.
That's the bottom line, isn't it?
And the thing that the North Koreans making concessions before, this is really something we haven't seen.
All right. Gordon Chang, the name of that book again?
Nuclear Showdown, North Korea Takes on the World.
Yes, I knew you'd get it right. Gordon Chang, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.